Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. So today is card day, and guess what? We have a card today. I know a few of you have been asking about a card. So I have a technique card that I'm going to share. I'm using Distress Oxide inks for this, but you can use the regular Stampin' Up inks. I just love how these blend together, and I love that they're water reactive. So that is why I am going to be using the Distress Oxides. So this is the card I'm sharing. It is embossed. It has, I wish that you can see and tell the embossing on the top because it's so pretty. And I just stamped the inside with a sentiment and then stamped Pool Party snowflakes at the bottom. But this is the card that we are going to be making today. So, for those of you who have been waiting for a card, here is one, and it's really easy card to do. You don't need any special skills or anything for that, so even a beginner can make this card. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and share, because all those things really help my channel grow, and it helps my channel in every way possible because it really works with the algorithm of YouTube. It's all so confusing, but that is why I repeat this every single video. All right, so let's get started with this. I am using for this one, I actually used some different colors. We're gonna do a different one because I want to show you you can do this any way you want. So for this one, I used Tumble Glass Wilted Violet, and I used it Uncharted Mariner, which is this one right here. But we're going to leave the violet out this time, and we're going to just use the Uncharted Mariner. We're going to use Speckled Egg and Salvaged Patina for this one, and it's going to be more blue looking. So every time you do this, you're going to get a different look, and I'm going to show you what I did. So I did a bunch of them last night. So look at all the different. This one looks like a galaxy for me, and I'm going to use this for some kind of galaxy looking card. But look at how the difference that you can get depending on how you are doing your Distress Oxide. And I'm using our little brushes for this, our little mini blending brushes, but you can use the Tim Holtz also has a little blending brush, this little tool here. You can use this. This is a little heavy-handed for me, so I am using the blending brushes for this. All right, so those are the colors that we're using for it. So I'm going to bring up a sheet. This is just some paper. I learned this a while back from a YouTuber I was watching how to use. This is just regular like typing paper. And this is going to be 5.5 by 4 1/4. I'll probably trim this down, but I always start with this and then trim down the edges because sometimes I will get my fingerprints on the edge and I don't like that look, so I'll be trimming the sides of it. All right, I don't always do that, but sometimes my fingers get in the way. Another thing is you can use a paper towel and hold it on your image while you're working so you don't get your fingerprints on it, because it does get picked up on your fingertips. All right. And then our card base is going to be 4 1/4 by 11, score it at 5.5. It's a top folding card. That's what I'm using for this. You can do a side folding as well. You can even do this image side folding too. So any way that you want to use it. All right, so I have my blending brushes all ready to go here. I have my 3 colors. I do try to keep the color families the same when using your blending brushes. So we are going to use the Speckled Egg. I always use the lightest color first. So even if you're using your Stampin' Up inks, use the lightest color first. It always works. Now when I'm doing this, I'm not blending it in strips. I'm going to be blending this in like just in different areas. So I'm going to start off with the Speckled Egg here. And this always helps me when I do the lighter one first. It seems like I get a better blend on it. And I love how these blend together. And after they dry, they even look a little bit different. So Just keep that in mind. So I'm just doing little areas. And then I may come back and go over that again, but let's do the selvaged patina next. I don't need the wilted violet, so I'm moving that one out and grab my... I love this selvaged patina. It's really pretty. I try to dab off most of the ink. And you can go as light or dark. You can go heavy-handed on this, or you can go really light. It just depends what you want it to look like. And I'm going to be going over some of these spots with the darker color. But you can do, I always flip my card too, by the way, and this is where I always have a problem getting my fingertips in the way. But I have used paper towels before, so if you want to use a paper towel, I just didn't grab one. I don't think I have one here. Okay, I do have one here, so I'm going to hold it right here like that. And I know it doesn't look like much now, it just looks like a mess, but it's going to look pretty once it gets done. All right, then we're going to go into the darkest. This one you have to be really careful because it does go on dark. If you don't want it dark, then I'm going to do quite a bit of this blue because I think they'll be pretty with the snowflakes. And move your paper. Don't, like try to reach over here. It doesn't blend as well, so if you stay like on the one side and then flip it, I don't know, I feel like it works better that way. But this is so fun to do, and I love the results that you get in looking at how it turns out at the end. And the reason, again, is because I'm going to use water on this, and that's another reason why you want to be sure that it's dry after you do your water. But it really is so pretty. I love how these oxides blend. I have been playing a lot with these, as you can tell, and I really wanted to do a video. I'm going to actually put a little bit more of the selvaged patina there in the middle. Let's see, make sure I have the right brush for this. If you haven't played with these, just grab a few colors that kind of go together and start playing with them. They're so fun. But if you don't want to invest in any more ink because you have all the Stampin' Up! Ones, then just use the Stampin' Up! They blend too. They're not water reactive, so you're not going to be able to use the water part on it, which I love. And I think I'm going to stay with it like this. I think that's going to be really pretty. And you can just, if you want it really blend, you're not going to see most of this because it's going to be underneath your embossing. But yeah, these are so pretty. I'll link these colors below in my description if you want to get them. They have them all over the place, but I found that Amazon has the best price for it. All right, so I'm going to use a little water sprayer, and we are going to spray this. And this is the part I love about it. I'm glad I had this paper towel. That's probably why I brought it, to make sure I get my little speckles in here. So this is how it reacts with water. I'm not going to go crazy on it. Another thing you can do is you can use some watercolor paint, and you can put little watercolor drops on it, but can you see how it reacts to that water? And that's what I love about this, and it makes it so pretty. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. This really needs to dry. You can also dry this with your embossing tool. But I already did one last night, and so this, you can see how different it is, but this is the one that I'm going to use just to speed things up today. You can use any of your colors because I'm going to definitely use these panels. All right, so I'm going to grab my stamps, which the stamp set is the Sparkling Snowflake. If you saw my tutorial on Sunday for the little treat box with the snowflake tag topper punch on it, this is the stamp set that goes with that. So if you have the bundle, you can make this card too. And then for the sentiment, I'm just using the stylish shapes and I'm using the banner, but I cut it short. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to emboss this. I need to get my little stamper out here, especially with the glass mat I'm using. I always use this mat now. And this is my embossing buddy, so I'm going to make sure this is totally covered with embossing powder. This just resists so that you don't have any little stray embossing anywhere. So make sure it's inked up really good or stamped really good with the embossing powder. And I'm going to use Versamark, and we are going to use only 2 of the snowflakes. I'm using this snowflake and the middle one. I'm not using the largest. So we are going to start stamping these. And just randomly start stamping wherever you feel like you want them. I try to do them in like triangle areas. It's supposed to be more appealing to the eye. So I try to do them in like groups of 3. This is the smaller one. It's pretty. I might do another big one right there, and I'll do this small one here. And I'm going to do that one there. And I think I'm going to leave that alone. I don't want to go like absolutely crazy, but you can do however you like it. I'm going to grab my white Stampin' Up! White emboss powder, and we are going to emboss this. So pretty. I'm also going to emboss the sentiment, but we're going to do this part first, and then we'll move on to the sentiment. All of the things that I'm using on this is just from that one stamp set. It's the sentiment as well as all these snowflakes. All right, look how pretty already, and it's not even heat embossed yet. So it's super pretty. All right, let me grab my heat embossing tool, and we're gonna emboss this. Look how pretty that is with the little water resisted speckles. And all right, so now let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. I'll get that embossed, and then we'll put this card together. So I already cut out the little sentiment, the banner for that. Boy, I can't think straight today. Y'all, it's cold here today, and I have flannel on. Do you believe that? It was like 55 this morning. I'm so excited. I guess that's why all the Christmas and winter stuff is really on my mind. All right, so we are going to do this winter greetings. So this could be for anything. It could be just for a winter card. It could be for Christmas, anything like that. You can put Merry Christmas on it if you want. But yeah, anything will work. But I love this. I love the writing on this. All right, so we are going to do this sentiment right there. And I'm going to heat emboss that, and then we will be ready to go. Okay, so look how pretty that is. I love this. I hope you like this card because it's really a fun one to do and so easy. So I am going to pop this up with some dimensionals. So I am going to be using a lot of dimensionals on this. If you have tape, the dimensional tape, use that. I did have that for my other card, but I was almost out of it, so I don't know if I'm going to have enough. So I'm just going to go the safe route with these dimensionals. You can also use the that play foam and just lay that on here. Put your adhesive, lay it on here, and then adhere it to here. That little foam that kids play with. I like to put these like here. I'm going to cut this because these are the ends, and I'm going to put it right in the middle. Because nobody's going to see it. Nobody will know. I love using these pieces. All right, so I think that's good enough because if it goes in the mail, I want it to go in and not flatten all out when it goes through. So I'm going to remove all these. All right, now to get that on here, I love these colors, y'all. I think this is going to really, really be pretty. The other one, I saw the violet and the blues together, and I thought I'm going to give that a try. But look at how pretty it is on the blues like that. All right, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to put my greeting right here, and I'm just going to cut this. If you want to make sure it's straight, do it on your paper cutter. I'm sometimes so bad about this. This one's not bad, but I'm going to put that right here. Might put this one a little bit down further so I don't cover too many snowflakes. But look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's so easy, y'all. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my sentiment that I put on the inside. And we're going to stamp that and then stamp a few snowflakes. Oh, let me get I need that. And then I'm going to use some of the Pool Party. Let's cover this one back up. And I'm just going to use the smaller snowflakes. And we're going to put one here. Just a little design. And you can do this on your envelopes as well. It would be really pretty on the back of your envelope. All right, so there you have it, everyone. It is done, but look how pretty. Here's the other one. What do you think? And like, look at the variations you can get with these. So many variations. So have fun with it. Try it. I hope you will try it. And yeah, it's so fun, and it's really pretty to do. Would make a really cute Christmas card. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and checking it out. I hope you all have a blessed day. If you need any supplies, here's my October host code. If you use this host code this month, I am doing a free gift with purchase. So if you use the host code, you will get a free gift in the mail. But be sure you use the host code, because if you don't, I won't be sending out the gift. That's how one of the ways I get to be able to send out things. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you. You are the best. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.